So as I post this on September 1st, 2024, it's also my last Sunday at Hillsborough United Parish, but also my last Sunday as a parish pastor. It is retirement time. One of the things that happened here at Hillsborough United Parish is that I began these videos back in early April 2020 when the COVID pandemic came into place, and we were all kind of locked in our own places. Anyway, it's been a good ride here at Hillsborough United Parish, and now we'll get on with the video for today, another in the series of 4-letter words. If you watched my previous video, you may have an idea of what this one is about. Back to 4-letter words. So you may think, book. Good idea. However, not the right word for today. If I flip the book over, and maybe you can read it, if not, I'm going to show you another one here, so just hang on. The 4-letter word is holy, H-O-L-Y, and a lot of us associate it with a book. Kind of interesting that we associate holy with something static. But I understand that. When I grew up, the Bible, it was holy. You didn't tear the pages, you didn't write in it, you handled it with care, you didn't question anything that was in it, you just kind of held it as sacred. And sometimes you didn't even open it. It was so holy, you didn't do anything with it. Well, yeah, it fits for this, but I don't think we do ourselves justice with the word holy. So I'm out here at one of my favorite places, or you could say a holy place for me, Buffalo River State Park. What makes it holy? Connectedness. There's life. It's flowing like the Buffalo River over here behind me. It's not static. To me, a definition or a perspective of what is holy is it's collaborative, it's interactive, it's relational. It is a way that touches me and I can touch it. We can be in relationship. You may say, well, where's the relationship in plants and water and sky and breeze? Well, it's because I can interact with it. If I allow it to touch me, if I allow it to capture my senses, if I allow it to be in relationship that the water going down the Buffalo River is more than just water. Water is life. Water feeds plants. Water erodes riverbanks. Water is precious. And so I have a connection to it as well as an ability to respond to it to make sure that it has life, just like the plants. It's not for me to simply use and consume and do what I want with it. But holiness speaks of relationship. Part of the Christian tradition that I grew up in and also have been a part of for all these years said there are two sacraments, holy baptism and holy communion. What makes it holy? Not the right words, not a ritual, but a relationship. In baptism, it's about God and people and how do we live life together as community. Holy Communion, the word itself, commune, community. It's about relationship. It's not about if bread and wine, or however you choose to mark that, if it's done the right way. It's about how do we share this in a communal nature. Not everybody agrees on the same thing as we share in communion. Not everybody necessarily believes the same thing. Not everybody is at the same place in life. And yet what makes it holy is that we gather together and share it and hopefully feel a connection to the well-being of the whole, the well-being of one another. It's not static. It's not like printed words on a page which we look at and say, oh, I guess that makes them holy. The holiness is in the interactive relationship. I'm going to show you a picture that I took a few days ago, because I just thought it had a beauty all of its own, and then I want you to think about it, and then I'll respond to why I think there's some sense of holiness. You may look at that farm equipment and say, oh yeah, corporate farming, big farms, pollution. What about the holy part? If we're going to look at holy, might be back to if you want to say, the old days when things were done differently and harvest took longer and took more people. I guess if you want to call that looking back holy, you can do that. I don't have an issue with it. But if you look at that machinery, there's people involved with it, not just driving it, but manufacturing it. It's harvesting small grains which turn into food products or animal feed or any number of different things. There is connectedness. There is relationship. There is more than just, let's see what the yield is so we can pay for the machinery and fill our bank accounts. That might be a little grandiose in my mind to think that there's relationship there, but I don't think so. If we can look at relationship to things that we do, whether we consume it, whether we're part of producing it, if we can see the interrelationship and the collaboration and the connectedness, I think we can see the holy, and then that changes our perspective to, I think, one that may be more beneficial to all of us. Just some thoughts on that 4-letter word. Once again, be holy, keep in relationship, and I thank you for your time and your willingness to keep watching and responding to the videos.